Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been a year, a little over a year honestly, since I did my last video. So disrespectful, my apologies in advance. So much has changed in the last year. I've had a baby. I launched a new business venture, which is a Luxury Hair Extension University, the #1 online platform for luxury hair extension education, mentorship, and community. So that's my baby. Well, I have a baby, but that's my other baby right now. So I have two babies right now, and that has happened. The rundown of all the things, good and bad, that has happened in my life over the last year for another video. But if you're new here, let me reintroduce myself. My name is Kaylin. I'm a licensed cosmetologist. I am a licensed cosmetology instructor, and I am a luxury hair extension specialist. All right, so I wanted to do this video specifically for my stylists who are looking to transition over from being a stylist and just being solely a luxury hair extension specialist, okay? Now, I wanted to focus on the key components that it's gonna take to be successful in this space. Because speaking to so many of my students inside the university and just on Instagram and other places, I get a lot of DMs from stylists who are really struggling with the transition. So I hope this video is very helpful for those of you who are looking to transition. And if you can focus on these key components during your transition, it will definitely help you with having a successful luxury hair extension business. So let's get right into it. #1 thing that you're gonna need to really focus on while transitioning from being a stylist to a specialist is redefining who your new client is gonna be. Your current clients that you have right now with whatever it is that you do right now, whether it's all things like you're a jack of all trades stylist, you're doing everything from silk presses to, I don't know, color cuts, like you're just doing your thing, you're in your bag when it comes to all things. It's gonna be so different when you're on the other side. So you have to really redefine who you want your dream client to be, because it's not gonna be the current client that you have right now, right? Like the client that you have for color isn't necessarily gonna be the client that you have for luxury hair extensions, nor are her needs gonna be the same. So I would totally tell you guys to start with redefining who the ideal client is. Sometimes it's a little challenging to start over and think new thoughts and think about a new clientele. But ultimately that's what you have to do, because your luxury hair extension clientele is gonna be so different in so many ways. So I don't want you guys to think that, okay, if I start to offer luxury hair extensions, you know, to my current clients, will they bite? Because they might not. And the fear that I hear a lot of stylists having is the fear of losing clients. But the reality is you're going to lose clients, okay? If you're transitioning over to becoming a luxury hair extension specialist, you don't even want the old clients that you have. Like, especially with the new price point that we're gonna be setting for your services, the experience is gonna be different. It's just so different, like literally. So just go start over with a white sheet of paper and really think about, like, if I could have my dream client over here, what will she be like, right? What will she need? What will she desire? What will she value? And start with that, okay? That will really help you build a successful business off of the back of the values and the needs of the new clients, and you not trying to take the old thought process or the old client's needs with you into this new journey. The second thing that I really want you guys to focus on when you're transitioning is doing away with all things old, okay? If you're doing a soft transition is what I call it, because you have a clientele and because you still need to make money and because, you know, you still have a current clientele that's like holding on to you, right? A lot of people are gonna be doing a soft transition, not a hard transition like I did. I did a really hard transition where I kind of just cut off all ties. I completely started over. It was just like I didn't want to do any of the old things that I was doing. So I just wanted a new, fresh business model, and I wanted new clients who valued my new price point and everything. But if you're a stylist and you can't afford to do that, because you are gonna need either a safe space to go, or you're gonna need 3 to 6 months worth of savings, right? So if you don't have that and then you're gonna do a soft transition, that's totally fine. This video is for you. So after you redefine who your dream client is, your new dream client, then you're gonna want to go into this space of starting fresh for the new client, right? So I want you to have a new booking system and a new Instagram feed. And what that means is you're gonna create a whole new site essentially for your new clientele, right? Your old clientele, they can text to book now, they can book on the booking system, the old booking system that you had. Everything that is the old version of you that you're kind of trying to do away with needs to kind of go to the back end, and we're gonna push this luxury hair extension narrative to the front end. We're gonna put that new booking system up in the bio on your Instagram or on your website, and the old booking system that has all of the old services on them, you're gonna take that booking system down. Maybe you just have the link to text out to old clients, or maybe your old clients already know how to reach you from that, you know, booking site. But from the front end, I really need you to have the new booking system up. Mind you, I skipped the educational part because I'm gonna assume, okay, that you have already been highly trained. Okay, because obviously, how are you transitioning to become a luxury hair extension specialist if you haven't trained? Rewind, okay, get some training. You can come to Luxury Hair Extension University for that. Obviously, we have all of the most popular luxury extension techniques available there. I do one-on-one classes. You can fly in and do a one-on-one class with me. I do live virtuals. There's so much education that happens prior to transitioning. But again, I'm assuming you're here watching this video because you're ready to transition. All right, fast forwarding back to, you've already learned how to do luxury hair extensions, or at least 1 or 2 methods, and you're ready to roll out. The new booking system is gonna have your new services on it, your new price point, and everything. Because people who are gonna be coming to your page don't need to see the old version of you, right? Like during this transition, you can still take your clients on the low, you can still service them. They should be loyal at this point. So you don't have to like convince them to book. But we are trying to get the new clientele to book. We have to convince them, we have to show them the value, we have to show them, you know, our skill set and all of those things. So that's what we need to be focusing on during this transitional period until we can completely phase out. So the new booking system is up. Same thing with the Instagram. You want to go and take everything off your Instagram that isn't aligned anymore. So if you're showcasing silk presses in color and all of that type of stuff, and even the vibe or the experience isn't there, that's not what you want to showcase. You need to be archiving all of that content, and you need to be focusing on pushing out more luxury hair extension content on your feed. Again, if you have a clientele, they shouldn't be looking to your Instagram for inspiration. Like they should already be like, hey girl, like when can I come in? So we're not worried about your current clientele. When you're trying to build a new clientele, let's focus on the dream client. So when you're creating the new content for your feed, it needs to be specifically aligned for the dream client. Again, the things that she values, the things that she's looking for, her concerns, all of that, right? Now, here's the key, okay? Here's another key component to your success. When you're putting up your new booking system, and you still have your old booking system low key for your other clients, on your new booking system, you wanna block off the 2 days that are specifically for luxury hair extensions. So for example, if you're gonna have your new booking system up, have your books only open on the new booking system for Tuesdays and Thursdays, just for example, 2 days a week. Tuesdays and Thursdays open for luxury extensions, which means those 2 days are blocked on your other schedule for your previous clients. That way you're freed up for when a client does reach out and does want to book. You do have the availability. You're not trying to squeeze them into your schedule. You literally have days that are available to them if they want to book. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, well, how am I supposed to fill up those days? Like, how am I supposed to fill up those days? I don't have any clients. I'm just going to be having 2 days open that I could be making money filling them up with my other clients. No. Right? That mindset is what's gonna stunt your growth and delay your success. Those 2 days that you have open for luxury hair extensions need to stay open for luxury hair extensions. How is God supposed to bless you on Tuesdays and Thursdays if you're constantly filling them up with the old version of yourself? So keep them open. until a client reaches out to you and wants to book with you on those 2 days, you need to be using those 2 days specifically to build up that brand. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays, you should be getting model content, you should be doing some technical content, maybe some BTS content, anything that is aligned with the new vision, okay? And I have to do a whole video on just content alone, but you should never not be busy working on your luxury hair extension business on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Those are your admin days. Those are days you can post on social media. Those are days that you can connect with people in the DMs. Those are days you can start, reaching out, trying to get models. Those are days you can actually be doing models who look like clients, right? You wanna be archiving content so that you can be posting the new content on your page to look super busy. Like, you're not gonna get clients unless you look super busy. And that is the key to your success when it comes to trying to get new clients, right? When I first started out doing luxury hair extensions, I was so dedicated to looking busy. Like, I wanted to post content all the time, because if your potential customer doesn't see you working, they're not gonna believe that you're working. And that's, I kind of like a catch-22, but you have to stay busy. So if you are transitioning, right? If you're doing a soft transition right now and you're like, I wanna make more money, I wanna be more profitable in my business, I want to kind of get out of this day-to-day hustle bustle of the current clientele that I have, you feel overworked, you wanna scale to make more money. I know when I had like my best month, I will say, before I hired help and it was just me behind the chair by myself doing luxury hair extensions, I did like $40,000 in 1 month by myself, no assistant, nothing. Like, I was like going crazy behind the chair doing luxury hair extensions. So the money is definitely there. But I will say that the work that is gonna go into the process of being successful, it's gonna be different. So when you are completely a luxury hair extension specialist versus when you are a stylist that is offering luxury hair extensions as just an added service, you're gonna get 2 different responses. Like, ask yourself this question, right? If you had to get a service, would you wanna go to someone who does that service plus 10, 15 other services? Or would you wanna go to a specialist? And I mean, my answer is I wanna go to a specialist. But like, if you don't position yourself as a specialist, if you don't start to show up as a specialist, which means, again, you have to do away with all of the old things. You have to take the old pictures down. You have to take the old booking system down. You have to start fresh, okay? It has to be a fresh version of yourself. Now, again, your old clients may come over, they may not, okay? It is what it is. But transitioning over to completely becoming a luxury hair extension specialist means that all of your clients are luxury hair extensions. You don't do anything else anymore. And if that's you, then this video is for you. It is time for you to start making those changes. So you can do it today. Right? You can just hop off this video right now and start archiving content. You can go ahead and duplicate your old booking system and putting up new services. Again, if you have not been trained, I don't know why you're not YouTubing how to sign up for a class or something, because you can't transition without the skill set, right? Because you have to have the confidence that is going to be needed to go through this storm, because it's not going to be easy in the beginning. It's going to take a little bit of time for you to get the momentum going. I will say this though, if you are trained properly, which I would highly suggest you go through the Luxury Hair Extension University, even if you've taken my class before, or even if you've taken some classes before. If you go through the Luxury Hair Extension University, which, like I said, is the education, the mentorship, and the community. If you go through that process, like something like that with me, you'll get to your success faster, because you'll have that mentorship component, right? And you'll have me kind of walking you through the process and motivating you. And again, you'll have the community, you'll have like-minded women who can share their experiences. And I wouldn't do it the same way that I did it before. Like 4 years ago when I first started doing luxury hair extensions, I wish I had somebody like me tell me what to do. First one is redefining who your dream client is, because it's not your old client. Number 2 is going to be to archive all of the content on your social media. I don't even know if this is the order, but if you just do these 3 things, like, you'll be fine. I don't even remember the order, but these 3 things are a must, okay? Redefining your clients, taking down all of your old content on social media, and creating a new booking system, blocking off those 2 days and using those 2 days to build the brand. Whether it be content creation, social media outreach, all of that. That's where the work is gonna come in. So I'm gonna do another video about some of the things that you can do specifically to build your brand, but you can get started right now with the transition. Send out an email to your clientele, letting them know that you're transitioning over, so when they see the content, they're not like, what is happening? Let them know that they can text the book or they can book on this private link, but you're changing, right? Your business is evolving and you're transitioning. Give yourself 30 to 90 days to fully transition if you're gonna work really hard. And that's why I say going through the Luxury Hair Extension University is so helpful, because I can almost guarantee if you do the work on the inside, all the business tips that we're teaching on the inside, all the mentorship, all the opportunities and the resources that we have on the inside of the school, if you're doing the work, you can fully transition out of what you're doing in 30 to 90 days, like depending on how hard you're gonna go. If literally you can transition fully out and be making upwards of $20,000, $30,000 a month with luxury hair extensions when you fully transition, okay? So I hope this video was helpful. I know it was a little long-winded, but I am gonna make some other videos that are gonna be more specific on some things that you can do to be successful in the luxury hair extension space. But until next time, go ahead and like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.